Great. So, do you play multiple instruments? Do you have like another horn that you play?
Yeah, I switch off between this, which I primarily use for gigs, whether it's jazz, combo, or like I was mentioning, the brass band primarily. But when I'm studying classically, I do have an F attachment that I use, a Getzen horn. So between the Getzen and the King, especially with the F attachment, sometimes even like the little minuscule just adjustments too, like going between them, is something that I definitely wanted to ask as well today, because not only with that, but just the difference in sound and tone that you might get from like a different horn and switching frequently.
No, that's a good question, because so a long time ago, I guess not, it's only a long time ago to me, but when I was in college, I eventually just made a decision that I wasn't going to switch anymore back and forth between like a large bore instrument and a small bore instrument. I was just going to play one horn all the time. And so kind of to me, the thing that, what that means is kind of really developing like different sound concepts to fit different situations, and trying to be able to work on one instrument, playing all the different styles and playing those different sound concepts. So to me, it's like important to have like these reference points for like how, if I'm playing this Roshu, I want to sound like these people. If I'm playing bebop, I want to sound like JJ and whatever, Curtis and all this. So there's kind of like a different sound concept. So to me, like, it sounded just now when we played it, like you were just kind of just playing whatever it came out. Yeah. Like oh, I'm playing my little horn, like I don't usually practice this on that kind of thing.
Okay, you know? Yeah, that does make sense.
Right,
True.
And it's like, and I get it. Like you practice this type of music on this instrument and this type of music on that instrument. But I think it's important to kind of cross-pollinate if you're going to play like a larger instrument. Sometimes you might have to play it on a jazz gig or like vice versa, and kind of being able to manipulate everything just using your mind and kind of your sound concept. So just imagining. So I like to do with an exercise with students, usually like sit down and like write down like great players that have a great sound, like in jazz or classical or just like trombone in general, or even just any music in general, and just kind of talk about like what are the qualities of the sound that I like, and put together like this imaginary like best sound to you, so that when you're playing something, you can always shoot for this like imaginary perfect sound that's like a combination of all the stuff that you like the best.
And taking that also sound concept of, say, if it's with a Roshu and you have, you're only sticking to one horn, in this sense, you know, being able to make that switch and say, okay, I want to sound Joe Alessi on this, but if I take out, you know, a transcription book, okay, I want to sound just like J.J. Johnson on this, but being able to switch the two is definitely not only like mind over matter, but also being able to practice that on either one horn, or if it's two, being able to merge the two together into one idea. Right.
So can you just play the first couple lines again, but trying to think of the same sound concept that you would if you were playing your other instrument. Okay. Kind of that, like I imagine it as being like if your sound is like this size of a ball, like it's this big now.
Yeah.
Because we're playing larger equipment.
Right.
Even though we're doing the same thing, like imagining we're playing larger equipment, filling up a concert hall rather than this little room. And so yeah, just play a couple measures of this again from the top. So I can already tell it's already fuller to me.